Some years ago, I bought this little house in Gloucester, and then I thought, oh, if I'm going to be here, this should be a theater, and I started the theater. Sins of the Mother is the most recent of the plays that are set in Gloucester that deal with kind of working class life, or touch working class life. And it was just at this point that I moved to Gloucester. The fishing industry dried up, and as the fishermen went away, so went the fish cutters, the fish plants, all of the ancillary stuff died with it. And then Gloucester had this terrible drug problem, and the fishermen couldn't make a living fishing, and they started bringing drugs in through the port.
I'm playing the twins, Frankie and Philly Berga. Frankie is the twin who never left town, works as a lumper. A lumper is somebody who essentially unloads the boats that come into the harbor. And Philly is the twin who got out of town and is a successful Toyota dealership owner on the South Shore.
I'm playing Bobby Maloney, who is also a lumper. He's out of work at the moment. The waterfront shut down, the fish plant is shut down, and he collects unemployment. He's the oldest guy in the group, and he's sort of like, in his mind, the de facto leader of the gang.
I'm playing Dubba Morrison, also an out-of-work lumper. As funny as it is to say, I think he's more of the feminine voice in the show. Since we don't have any girls, otherwise it would be just four guys in a room yelling at each other.
Right. I'm playing Dougie Shimataro. He is also out of work, but not from here at the moment. He's been traveling around, and he comes back to his hometown. He starts to get all the pieces of the puzzle of what happened when he left, and even before he was born, with his mother and Bobby, and how these guys fit into that picture. So it's a big mystery to him when he comes back.
As he's interested in the information that we have, just as the audience is. So every time that there's a revelation to him, it's a revelation for the house. And what's fun is, because of the stakes of this show, we're trying to not reveal certain things to him, but we're not very good at that because we're just hot-headed, and this is the most exciting thing, because normally we just sit here and get an unemployment card signed and go home. But the second act, the audience has all the information.
Yeah, I think the audience.
So the fun
more than like
of
the
it
other guys.
is that it's the irony of the fact that the audience has it all, and so they get to watch these guys try to hold it in.
It's interesting when I direct something of mine or act in something of mine, how I change it. I change it in a way that I wouldn't change it if I were just the playwright, because I hear things so directing the play gives me a totally different point of view from simply writing the play. And I find myself cutting stuff or finding adding visual moments that support the text. There's stuff in this play that wouldn't be in the play if I hadn't directed it up in Gloucester that works really, really well.